sitting on top.
All right, guys, here we go. We have 4 rounds of a 200 to 300 meter hill run, and then 5, 7, 9, 11 of burpees and thrusters.
Underway, and we start with that first run. Happy Star is presented by
Event 9 and 12.
Ruck. Chase, this is
or
not
what
going
did
to
he say?
be
9 of 12.
happy at all.
No,
it's
not going to be
happy,
but
like
it's going to be
9 and 10.
familiar
Like,
territory. We did a hill sprint on day 1. We did a massive trail run on day 1. And what that starts to do is it starts to create a familiarity with the course, whether that was a good experience or a bad experience.
So Brooks in first,
not
but
a
she
fun
had
run,
the first lane to run
usually
up in.
events that have 4 rounds of, say, 200 to 300 meters of running, their rest time, their break time within the movements. This specific event, these runs matter maybe more than the actual movements itself in this event. So it's a very unique test here at the ranch.
Haley Adams slipping a little bit on her way down. They have to return back to their lanes, and also we'll know who is in the lead. And Brooke Wells is going to get there first. She's going to work on her burpees.
Yeah, looks like burpees over the little thing.
Over the beam here.
That's a different movement.
Another little wrinkle in an event. We've seen burpees over a bar. We've seen burpees over a wall. We have yet to ever see burpees over a bar.
are ascending weight, so they get heavier
in a different way to get
as
over.
the reps
Brooke
go
Wells
on.
versus the
So
barbell.
the first one's real light for
now
5.
At 95 pounds.
Now the trick here early is you got to make some choices.
Yeah, she didn't get her. She got a no rep because she didn't get her head through. She just kind of kept it out here.
Wells is done, moves her barbell, and now she's off on run number 2. Haley Adams is done as well, as is Tia Toomey. The two of them moving their barbells, and they will take off after Brooke Wells. Wells 5th place overall, 305 points back of Tia Toomey, but only
Brooke is attacking it.
60 points back of Catherine Davis-Daughter for 2nd place.
Now this second run might be the longest of the runs we have. Again, it's been a very varied distance between 200 to 300 meters. You always throw a nice ish at the end of runs and swims at the CrossFit Games, but this gets steep.
I don't have one in my office.
You can see they're hopping over little ravines. They're running through pockets of grass.
I don't keep random wood pieces in my office.
That second run is really going to set the tone for the rest of this event, I think.
Brooke Wells making her way back down. Let's go back to Nikki Brazier at the ranch.
It's a next event.
You guys, I caught up with Danielle Brandon, who's on the demo team, who did this workout just a little bit ago. And what she said was there's not enough time if you fall behind on the runs to catch up on the burpees and thrusters. To her, these thruster weights are not going to be heavy at all for these ladies. So if they accidentally kind of take it slower on those runs, not sure what those hills are going to do to them, rather than attack them, they won't have enough time to catch up down here.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. The old lady came in, asked us some questions. Her dad's over helping install a cap door.
Wells was your leader after the first round, and now Brooke Wells on the right side of your screen, first woman to the 105-pound barbell, 7 reps now.
I really like this tenacious start from Brooke Wells, and you're talking about someone who needs it desperately. She had a last place finish in the final event.
Tia's thrusters look a little easier than Brooke's right now. She might have come out a little hot.
The top 2. Those have been the only 2 positions we've seen so far.
Haley Adams had a bit of a slip as she tried to squat clean that first rep and had to resituate herself.
Well, Brooke's done, but...
And now Brooke Wells is off on run number 3. Tia Toomey is in 2nd place in this event. And Brooke Wells looking to vault her way up the leaderboard again with the point differences.
She's really getting after that.
You can easily make up a 60-point deficit in one event.
Now it's going to be hard for Brooke. It doesn't seem like much, but the way this is set up is that your first 2 hills are far left and about midpoint of the competition floor, where Brooke Wells is in lane number 1. She had the easiest access to that. As the runs get further and further away, those are some meters that matter. If you look at the distance between her and Tia Toomey, she's going to lose that advantage once you get to the 3rd and 4th run.
I see.
Wells continues to lead Tia Toomey. Carrie Pierce sits in 3rd, followed by Davis-Daughter and Haley Adams.
This is an event where you would think Haley would do pretty well because she's pretty good at running, even though it's a hill run. But I think that thruster is going to get heavy for her. She's going to have to really work on that thruster.
And now
that's going to spike her heart rate for the run.
She is back for her 9 burpees.
She's only 1 burpee ahead of Tia, though.
At the 36 rep mark, she'll move on to the thrusters. 9 reps at 110 pounds. Remember, crossing the finish line does count as a rep. So Brooke Wells through 31 and counting now of the 69 total scored repetitions.
Now, for an athlete like Brooke Wells, in the day or the weekend that she's had so far, as a coach, you just tell her to go. This is an event that she should be good at. Thrusters, low skill, gritty type movement. Burpees over a bar, same thing. Runs up a trail, same thing. She's an athlete who isn't I would say, the most refined in terms of technique and movement, but she is a gritty, strong athlete.
I think Tia's going to pull ahead here.
Coming in. She has nothing to lose and everything to gain against Tia Toomey.
Just because the thrusters look a little...
Tia Toomey and Brooke Wells getting to the barbell at the same time. 9 reps here at 110 pounds at the 45 repetition mark. That's when they will take off.
This will be interesting.
On their final run.
See if any other athletes come into the play.
And as you mentioned, Chase, this is where Toomey has the advantage because she is closer.
See, Haley's like struggling. Look at this. That's like a 1RM thruster.
Then make that turn.
That's only your 4th rep of 9.
Toomey's going to be in front.
Like that front,
closing the distance on the
that's getting heavy for Haley early.
Tia Toomey, 670 total points coming into this event, 245 up on second place, Katrin Davidsdottir. But Brooke Wells, meanwhile, doing herself a favor. If she can stay close to Toomey and Katrin Davidsdottir stays back in the pack, Wells can cut a significant amount of points off that 60-point lead that Davidsdottir has over her right now.
Man, look at Brooke Wells just going for it. She needs to.
Why
not? What is there to lose to just try to throw a haymaker
she's pushing
out there and see if it lands? I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing from Brooke Wells. I wish I saw more of this early in the event, not for event number 9.
Brooke Wells might be even with Toomey. Remember, Toomey has a shorter distance to travel when they get back to the competition floor. These are your overall standings. Toomey 670 coming into the event. Davidsdottir in second, but again, just 60 points separating her from Brooke Wells.
Pierce looks in good shape for 3rd, though.
Now, if Brooke can at least get a second, and if things hold as far as where Katrin is now, that would be a 40-point difference. But Brooke has the ability to stay with, if not beat, Tia. Now, she's going to have to push the pace. This is where it all comes down to grit.
Or 9.
I
don't think this is the last round, is it?
I mean, that's just...
I think they've done the 5.79.
I mean,
maybe
you
not.
saw earlier, it just wasn't a clean run. She stumbled on the first run. She missed her squat clean on the 2nd round.
And she said earlier today when she spoke with Nikki Brazier that she just didn't have a good night, wasn't feeling herself when she got up this morning, but she has been battling through it. And meanwhile, the battle for first place in this event is taking place between Tia Toomey and Brooke Wells.
6.
And Toomey is just slightly ahead of Wells. The two of them trying to get to the barbell probably about the same time. It looks like Toomey is a couple reps ahead now of Brooke Wells. The final barbell, 115 pounds, and they have to do 11 repetitions.
Okay, they're only on the round of 9, so they got 9 thrusters.
Toomey hits
they got
that.
the hill
Now she's
run,
working her
11
way back to
burpees,
the
11
barbell. She is
thrusters, and
ahead
heavier
of
weight.
Brooke Wells.
You saw her look over just to see where Brooke Wells determined what is her rest going to need to be going into this. She's to the bar. Brooke Wells just finishing her last set of burpees.
Toomey on the barbell, 11 reps here at 115 pounds for her.
11?
Brooke Wells trying to hold
I must have missed the
place.
first 2 burpees. They are in the last round. My bad.
Tia looks so strong. After everything they've done in the last 2 days.
They're done after this. After the thrusters.
Toomey continuing to crank away. Now just 2 reps to go before she will cross the finish line. And Tia Toomey, a clean sweep on Saturday.
Wow.
Another first place finish for the 3-time defending champ. And Brooke Wells fails a rep, but she has a pretty good lead.
Is Katrin or Carrie going to catch her?
At least she did on Carrie Pierce. And it looks like Pierce may have passed her, judging by the hat. We'll have to see what's happening here, but Carrie Pierce is on her final round, as is Brooke Wells.
Pierce just
Davidsdottir and Adams are there
This
as
is
well.
interesting.
Pierce failed out. Don't forget Adams. I mean, she might sneak in there and make a push. Brooke put it down again. Oh, my goodness.
No way.
So now Pierce is in, and she will take second. That'll be 75 points for her.
No way.
So Wells really struggling on this last
2 more.
barbell.
She needs these or Katrin's going to pass her.
We saw the
2 more again. Wow.
Davidsdottir is across. That is huge for her. As she looks to hang on to second place
blew up
overall,
on these last round
55
set of
points for the
thrusters.
former 2-time champ.
Haley might beat her.
And Brooke Wells struggling with this barbell, trying to now finish
Haley
fourth,
too.
as Haley Adams is only a couple of reps behind her.
I think Haley Adams might have 2 reps to go and Brooke 1. Brooke's been doing singles the last 3 reps.
If she didn't stumble, Haley might have.
Wells is done, and she's going to cross the finish line. So
Haley had
take
another one. She had
fourth.
3 to her 1.
So Brooke Wells was looking to really cut into Catherine Davis-Daughter's lead, and now will find herself trailing Davis-Daughter by even more.
Now, part of that, too, is the way she started. She was very aggressive.
I didn't see that coming. I thought Wells was holding on to second.
But it might pay off.
It's just the round 11 thrusters crushed her.
But Tia Toomey
I think she just came out hot and was taking a chance.
On Saturday, wins every single event, and has now won 7 of the 9
I like the
total
aggressiveness.
events, and there are 3 remaining.
Just couldn't quite hang on to the end.
She's going to be able to keep the winning streak alive on the final day.
I liked it. It was cool, taking a chance. Wow, Tia 4 for 4 on the day.
42.59 seconds for Tia Toomey. Started fast and furious, especially for Brooke Wells in lane
that event did start
1.
fast. They
but
were
again,
running hard.
We said we needed to. We want to see this more from
I just
the
almost
athletes.
think it was
Are you gonna
Brooke's
win the
pace
CrossFit
on the
Games?
last
Probably
2
not. You saw that stumble from
hill
Haley.
runs.
Not the cleanest
She was
run
pushing
for her,
on the
but I
uphill
really
so
liked
hard.
the intensity
Tia had to
that
stay
Brooke
ahead.
Wells came out with. It's just something you need to do. She started fast and tried to hang on, and I thought she did a very good job. But when it came to those later bars, Tia Toomey started to slowly.
It was just her legs were gone.
On that lead that Brooke Wells has.
I liked it though. Cool. That was a fun event to watch.
But that's what I see. But it was
Coming out
that
hot,
third
taking a
round,
chance.
Getting into
I
that
like it.
set of 9.
All right, guys. We'll see ya.
Tia started the